Alright guys, we've had some fun with PU, but it's time to get back to business. I have a few NUCL battles remaining to upload, and this is one of them. If you have a good memory, you might remember that no Pokemon could be used by more than one NUCL player, and yet Rizwan's drafts are nearly identical to Xenon's. Well, that's because Xenon quitted the tourney soon after battling me for reasons not related to it, and this guy replaced him and asked me for a rematch, and I thought it wouldn't be a good sport if I didn't give him a chance to redeem Xenon, so I accepted it. Rizwan has immediately used up his two substitutions and replaced both Meowsticks with Jinx and Ferocity, but because both of these pokes can be handled by Gramgeist core just as well, I didn't make any changes to the team with the exception of putting HP Fire on Frogadier. Meanwhile, the one change on my opponent's team that worries me is a Tauros, because my only real check for it is a Scarfed Soak, and if that dies, I will either have to rely on a Scarfed Frogadier or Liepard, and both of them need additional damage from Toxic Spikes to handle it. Let's see then how it went down. I lead off with Frogadier. By now, you shouldn't even be surprised by that. If he leads with Ferocity, I go for HP Fire. If he leads with Mischievous or Jinx, I'm setting up a Toxic Spikes as I know they won't be staying in, and if he leads with anything else, I'm getting up out. A layer of Toxic Spikes it is then. He immediately goes to Hitmonchan, knowing that it can take special hits rather well, and I know that he will try to rapid spin these spikes, so I go to Gourgeist to prevent it. Then I'm making another big boy play and doubling back to Frogadier as he goes back to Mischievous and get the second layer of Toxic Spikes for free. We're off to a good start. Back comes Hitmonchan and this time goes for an Ice Punch predicting my Gourgeist, but already knowing that it's holding an Assault Vest, I am not worried about that at all, knowing that it will do exactly the same amount as Xenon's Hitmonchan, which I stalled out to oblivion. I indeed take it with relative ease, but don't really want his Ferocity to set up hazards all over my face, so I go back to Frogadier. Obviously, doing that gives my opponent a good hint that I am carrying HP Fire, but I am hoping that my predictions on the first turn will make him think that I am just bluffing or that I will try to catch his switch once again, but nope, this time I just go for painfully obvious HP Fire, and the Ferocity is out of there, nice and early in the game. He's having enough of this already, so he throws in this threat like it's no big deal. Just look at that. Good lord, that's a Fire Blast and it still does a butt ton to my Crustle, so I am obviously going to die to following Rock Slide, the crit definitely didn't matter. So now I go to Soak, and I know that he knows that Tauros is his winning condition, so I go for a knockoff and get rid of Hitmonchan's Assault Vest, and with toxic damage he is now at a very revengeable range, so I don't even mind taking an Ice Punch on the switch to Gourgeist as I know Shadow Sneak will take him out. Now I figure that he will probably just leave this thing to die at this range of health, so I go for a Protect just to regain a bit of health before I take him out. Now Protect is not a move that you see often on Gourgeist, and because I haven't revealed the Shadow Sneak in this battle, he is probably thinking at this point that I do not have it, so he switches to Mischievous, I guess predicting me to try double protecting, but I do reveal a Shadow Sneak now and it does a very good amount to his Mischievous, telling me that it's a more offensive variant, and after another Shadow Sneak, this Mischievous is pretty much a death fodder too, so my Liepard immediately avenges Gourgeist and finishes him off with a knockoff. He goes to Jinx, telling me that it's most likely holding a Focus Sash, but because of Toxic Spikes, I know that he will die on the end of this turn even if he goes for a Lovely Kiss, so I just go for another knockoff, and it proves to be a good decision as he goes for a Shadow Ball trying to catch my Grumpig on the switch and also gets a special defense drop, so even Peppa wouldn't like taking another one of these, but we're fine. Jinx is out of the way, and I'm pretty sure Soak can handle it from there, I just need to bring it in safely. So I death fodder my Frogadier, go to Blue Fists of Death, and from there, we should be able to just close combat everything for the win. Well, let's see. He death fodders his Hitmonchan and goes to Lapras, but come on, there is no way this thing is taking a close combat, I'm a Soak, I kill everything. Well, not exactly. Turns out he has prepared for this exact scenario and has given his Lapras a Choppleberry, just to take that hit, which is why he hasn't brought it in once through the entire battle. He takes a close combat, and although Surf is not enough to take me out, he does that on the following turn with an Ice Shard, and I am sitting here letting this thought slowly sink in. A Choppleberry Lapras might have just stolen this game out of my bag. I get another revenge kill with Liepard's Fake Out plus knockoff combo, but this Tauros is not in a Sucker Punch range, so our only hope is Grumpig leaving a Rock Climb. But in this crucial moment, Liepard proves itself to be a team player and is like, "Don't worry Peppa, I got you," and gets a crit, which definitely mattered, but was it a game changer? I honestly can't say. Rock Climb had a 56% chance of KOing my Grumpig after Stealth Rock damage, but then there is also 15% chance of it missing. With that in mind, I think we can all agree. If I didn't get that crit, there was nearly identical chance of either side taking it. Which side should that be is up to you to decide, but what happened, happened. Sweet Little Lies with a sweet little crit gives me a victory. Good game, Rizzy. Only a madman would put his money on a Lapras when it's match against Soak, but that madman would have gotten rich that day. It's a lesson for all of us. Never say it's over until it's over. I hope you all enjoyed this battle, because I still have a couple more NUCL games to upload. Rate, comment, and as always, I see you all next time.